Welcome back to another episode of Shapes and Sizes. Today what we're going to be doing is making this lamp. Alright, let's get to it. So first what we're going to do is we're going to be in our normal scene here. We're just going to hit A, X, and delete them all. We're going to hit 1 to go to front view, Shift A, go to mesh, and we're going to go straight to a circle. And from here, we're just going to hit Tab to bring us into edit mode. We're going to hit E on the Z. We're going to come up just a little bit, just kind of like a base. It doesn't have to be that thick. There we go. Just for like the base of the lamp itself. And now we're going to hit E again to extrude, S to scale it inwards, and just push it in. Usually the lamps are pretty small, so we're just going to bring this in to right about there. And now we're going to E to extrude on the Z axis. We're just going to bring it up a little bit. And then we're just going to hit F to give that a face on the top. And that will close it up. So we're just going to go up here and we're going to rename this circle. We're going to name this base because it is the base of the lamp. And now we're going to make the lampshade. So we're going to do Shift A, Mesh, and we're going to choose a cylinder. The cylinder, we're just going to grab it on the Z axis and move it up a little bit. We're going to go into edit mode. The cylinder, we're going to name this lampshade. Now this is where it can get very fun because it can be very simple. We're just going to hit 3 to grab our faces. I'm going to grab this face, go X and delete face. On the bottom part, the same thing. X, delete face. And there you have a little lamp. Just like that. Very simple, right? Very easy. But we're not quite done here yet. We're going to add a little bit more geometry to this. Alright, so we're going to just click on, oops, we're going to go to our vertices. We're going to Alt, click, and we're going to select the ring around the lamp. And we're just going to hit S and scale it in. You can bring it in as much as you want. You can even take your bottom ring here and even scale that out a little bit if you really wanted to. That's totally your preference though. So I like the way that looks. I'm actually going to increase this a little bit more. So I'm going to grab this face and we're just going to grab Z and move it upwards. Let's bring it right up to this hole. How about that? Like so. And I think that looks, oh, you know what? Let's cover this. Just going to face that off. We are just going to go ahead and add a little bit more geometry to this. So I was thinking that maybe just once when you have your base selected, hit Control R and create a ring. We'll bring it down to about there, and we'll create another loop cut, is what it's actually called. Bring it in a little closer there, and we'll grab one more and bring that in barely above it. Now I want to grab this ring, and what we're going to do, point, is we are going to scale outwards. And now we're going to do a new one, it's called beveling. And I'm going to hit Control B to split the edge, and I am going to scroll up on my mouse wheel to add some more geometry to this. And yeah, that added a little bit more geometry. That looks really nice. Let's do it again. So Control R, let's do it around the middle. Control R, click, pull it down, and Control R, click, pull it down. Now we're going to Alt click on this line, and we're just going to scale outwards. Control B to pull it apart, and right about, so not too close. I'm going to hold Shift to get more of an accurate right there. You know what, you can even go ahead and we can do the same thing to this one here. So we're going to hit Control B. I'm going to pull it out and just add a rounder surface to that. And there you have it, one of your very own lights. So now we are going to be adding the material. So we'll go to this lamp here. We'll just go to our material section. And what color do you want to make it? You know what? You can make it whatever you want. I am going to go with a brown color. And that will be good for that one. This lampshade, usually they are white. They can really be any color you really want them to be. So we're going to be going with a very light yellow. And that will be for that one. So this will be the lampshade. And then we go to the base. This would be the base. Perfect. And now we're going to add in 50-watt light bulbs. So we're just going to do Shift A, light point, and this will bring it along. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. So if I push circle, just grab it down on the Z, and that's what it is. Just a tiny little light bulb. So I am going to move this upwards into here and grab it along the Z. Probably place it right about there, eh? Let's see how this looks in rendered view. So hold Z and go to rendered. And, oh yeah, see, there's a nice little light there. Doesn't look strong enough, so let's put this up to 50 watts. There you go. And now we're going to have one on the other side. I'm actually just going to move this up and move it in. Well, let's move it down a bit. Maybe right about to there. And then I'm just going to Shift D to duplicate it. And we're going to move it along the X, so you hit X and move it over. And now you have two lights on the inside, which is what usually a lampshade does. Perfect, so this is nice. I like this. Let's go to Material Preview, and we'll take a look at our interesting little lampshade. Looks good. I think it looks really nice. And now we're just going to take a picture of it. So, I'm going to get my camera positioned. Let's look at it from a front view, a little bit around there. I'm going to hit Shift A and go to Camera. And I'm going to hit Control Alt and 0 to bring our camera in right here. You can move it around if you want. And now again, with nothing selected, we're just going to hit Control A to bring in a mesh. I'm going to bring in a plane. I'm just going to scale that up. I'm going to add it, or tab into edit mode. I'm going to hit number 2 to grab that back edge. I'm just going to extrude it along the Z. Bring it upwards. Then we're going to grab this edge here, and we're going to hit Control B. I'm going to pull it out. And 3 should be good, just like so. And I'm going to tab out of edit mode to grab the plane, hit G and X, and just move it over a little bit. And now we're going to add in some more lights. We're going to hit Shift A, and we're going to bring in a light, area light. So with this area light is it covers an area with a light. Pretty self-explanatory. And I'm just going to go up, I'm going to go over, I'm going to grab this on the Y. I'm going to hit 3 because we're going to have it pointing at that. And we're just going to position it near the camera. I'm going to set the power up to about 1000. 1000 watts. And we're actually just going to, I'm actually going to move this. So I'm going to grab this along the X and I'm going to move it over and then I'm going to rotate it so it's on the side. Now I'm going to Shift D on this, bring it over to the other side, rotate it, so it's facing the camera. I'm gonna go to third view just to make sure that it's on the object. Same as the other one. On the object. And we're gonna change this power to 800. And then I'm going to Shift D, Y, move this over to the back end. Grab on X, move it a little bit closer. And we're just going to rotate this towards the object as well. Let's see if it's pointing, rotate it down. Perfect. And now it's going to change its power to about 200. And we can go to our camera view and let's check the rendered view. That looks really well lit. Perfect. So I'm going to hit F12 to take a picture. And there you have it, your very own image. Your very own lamp. Looks really nice. If you really wanted to, you can even make your background black. So let's actually do that. Let's go here, let's go to our main plane. And we're just going to make this black. So black. And we're going to make it, oops. Just grab this, pull it down. And I like that. F12. And that will be all. Thank you for joining, and I will see you next time.